Are you a recent graduate looking for ways to stay in Canada after your studies? Or are you just researching your options in your study abroad journey? Today we're talking all things PGWP. I'll talk about things like eligibility, how to apply, fees, processing times, and much more. I'll walk you through the whole process and answer questions that you might have, so you won't need to worry about anything. But if you still require assistance, you might want to know about today's sponsored video, Halp, your study abroad coach. So first things first, what is a PGWP? PGWP is a post-graduation work permit that you can get as an international student in Canada. This document allows international students who studied in a DLI, which stands for a designated learning institution, to work after they've completed their studies. The permit is an excellent opportunity for international students to gain some work experience and then to apply for permanent residency if they decide to stay in Canada. One important thing to remember, you can only get a PGWP once in a lifetime, meaning if you study and then you apply for your post-graduation work permit, but then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna study more and then get another one, that's not gonna happen. You can only get one post-graduation work permit. So please be careful and prepare your study/work plan in advance. To be eligible for PGWP, you need to study in a DLI, designated learning institution, for at least 8 months. And you cannot take any online part-time programs, you will need to take a full-time program. Your program must lead to some kind of a degree, certificate, or diploma. Additionally, students must have maintained their status during their studies and have graduated within the last 180 days. One of the key attractions of a post-graduation work permit in Canada is the duration of it. So here's the thing, if your program was less than 8 months, unfortunately you're not getting any work permits because that is not enough. If your program was 1 year, 8 months, then you might be eligible for 1 year work permit. If you study for 2 years or more, your post-graduation work permit will be 3 years. By the way, did you know that you can take 2 one-year programs and score a 3-year work permit? Yeah, that's what I did. 1 + 1 = 2. So 2 years of studies lead you to a 3-year work permit. Amazing, right? If you want to level up your education and give yourself the best odds for a PGWP and PR later, you want to learn more about Halp. So what is Halp? Halp is like a personal trainer, but for studying abroad. Whether you're already a student in Canada or you're just doing your research, Halp will be helpful for both. If you're already studying in Canada and thinking of studying another course, taking maybe a second program, Halp can help you with that. Not only Halp will help you with discovering programs, learning more about the options you have, gaining acceptance to the programs. They will also help you with extending your visa. And the best part, Halp has partnered with a team of immigration lawyers, so you won't need to worry about those papers and stuff. Halp supports students who want to change schools too. If, let's say, you started your program, you realized you don't like it, or maybe you have friends in another city, or maybe your family is moving to another city, or the other city just has more job perspectives. Halp can help you with transferring credits, with applying to a new program, and with switching to a college or university that will meet your needs. And if you're just thinking of moving to Canada, doing your research, you can benefit from Halp too. Halp has partnered with more than 300 universities and colleges across Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta for various degrees and programs. Halp's coaches are based in Canada and they truly care about the students. They don't just push students to the highest commission or whoever pays more. Halp coaches guide students through the process, making sure your goals are met. Halp coaches can help you not only with, researching programs, getting acceptance. They can also help you with building your study plan, budgeting and understanding costs of living, costs of studying, suggesting campuses where you have more part-time jobs available if, let's say, you're on a tight budget. They help you with study permits, as I've mentioned before. They can also help you with booking flights, finding accommodation, opening up bank accounts, helping set up a phone plan, so pretty much with everything. And the best part, Halp is absolutely free. There are no hidden fees or upfront payments. The only fees you'll be paying is your school fees. The digital and convenient technology used by Halp students allows students to communicate with coaches and apply to universities from anywhere in the world pretty much. So what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description box down below or scan this QR code and sign up for Halp today. And hey, I almost forgot to tell you, if you're planning to apply for January 2024, Halp still has some spots available. So now is the best time to sign up, apply, and secure your spot. A pro tip from me: while you're waiting to be paired with a coach, prepare all your documents. Your passport, proof of funds, English test if you have any, transcripts, you know what's up. The more prepared you are with your documents, the faster you can get paired with a coach, the faster you can apply for those colleges and universities and move to Canada. Well, now back to the video. So how to apply for post-graduation work permit? You will need to submit several documents. First of all, you will need to submit your proof of completion, meaning a paper saying that you have graduated from a designated learning institution. This can be in a format of a letter from school, or it can be transcripts, or if you already got your certificate like diploma paper, you can submit that too. Make sure the document has all the required information such as school name, the dates, your degree, and all that stuff. Another important document to submit is a valid passport. Don't forget to renew your passport if it's about to expire, because, well, if you have an expired passport, why? Just go renew it now. If your passport is okay, make sure that you have blank pages, that you have some space for, stamps for your visitor visa, and please make sure your passport is not damaged in any way. I know people who wash their passports, they just put it in the washing machine, so make sure your passport is okay? And of course, you will need to submit application forms, pay the fees. Same process basically as for your study permit application. And please don't forget to keep your proof of payment, so in case something happens, government loses your application or whatever, something happens, you have your paper saying, I paid, I'm not gonna pay for the second time. As for the processing time, so normally it takes around 90 days. But you will always need to double check that on IRCC's website. Because, for example, as of today, I'm filming this video, the processing time for PGWP is 140 days online. But if you apply on paper, it's just 15 days. So make sure to research that before applying so you know what's going on. And here's the best part. You are authorized to work while waiting for your decision, even if the 120-day validity date has expired. Amazing, right? As I've mentioned before, you will need to pay your fees, and the fees as of today are 255 Canadian dollars, which include $100 for work permit holder fee, 155 for your work permit. So again, don't forget to check that on IRCC's website. But another fee that you will need to pay is your biometrics fee. If you haven't provided your biometrics when you're applying for a study permit, you will need to do that now, which will cost you an extra $85. One question that many students have when getting their PGWP is, but can I extend it? And the short answer is no, you cannot. When it's generally not really possible, there are still some options to extend your work permit. For example, you can talk to your employer and ask them to apply for work permit. If you're, let's say, in Ontario, they can help you with all the LMIAs and stuff. Or if you have enough work experience, you can apply for a PR. One of the benefits of having a PGWP is that you can work for whoever you want. You're not tied to a specific, location or a specific employer. If you're done, you're just I'm changing jobs, bye. With PGWP, you have the freedom to explore all the options you want to explore. This means you can not only gain experience and meet people, you can explore different roles. For example, in my case, I studied multimedia. What is multimedia? Who knows? I had design classes, I had programming classes, I had photo, video. So in my case, when I got my 3-year work permit, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a software developer. Then I realized I don't want to be a developer. I decided to try design. Then I was like, social media sounds kind of fun. So you can explore different roles, but please bear in mind that your PGWP has an expiration date, and by the end of it, you need to have a 1-year work experience if you're planning to stay in Canada and apply for PR. And another important thing, please keep track of your employment records, because when you'll be applying for PR, they're gonna ask you all the questions. Where did you work? Who was your employer? What did you do? So please create a document and then put everything in it in case you change, 20 jobs, then you'll have a list with all those jobs. And this is it for today. I think PGWP is a fantastic opportunity for international students to come to Canada, study, work, gain some work experience. It doesn't matter if you're planning to stay or you're planning to leave, you can still benefit from having this work permit after your studies. Remember, preparation is key, so start planning your post-graduation journey today and make your Canadian dreams a reality. That's it, that's all, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!